Hey everyone, I'm Jan and welcome to my channel. You know how we've always looked up at the night sky and seen just one moon? Well, buckle up, because today we're launching into a cosmic thought experiment. What if Earth had two moons? Imagine that. Waking up one morning, gazing out your window, and bam, there's our familiar lunar buddy, but right next to it another celestial sphere sharing our cosmic address. Would this second moon be a calming presence? Or would it turn our world upside down? Would we have double the werewolves, double the lunar eclipses? Let's find out. Okay, so let's start with the most obvious tides. Tides are the regular rise and fall of sea levels caused by the gravitational forces exerted by the moon and the sun. They play a crucial role in the Earth's ecosystem, affecting everything from marine life to coastal weather patterns. Our current moon, with its gravitational pull, is the main reason we have tides. The moon's gravity pulls on the Earth's water, creating bulges that we experience as high and low tides. This gravitational dance has been going on for billions of years, shaping our coastlines and influencing marine navigation. Now, add another moon to the equation and things get interesting. Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing not one but two moons. This scenario would not just be a visual spectacle, but would also have profound effects on our planet. If the second moon were relatively small and far away, its gravitational influence might be negligible. It would be like having a distant cousin of our current moon, barely making a dent in our tidal patterns. We might see slightly higher tides or some funky tidal patterns, but nothing too crazy. The ocean waves would still be relatively calm, and beachgoers might not even notice the difference. But if this new moon were comparable in size and proximity to our current one, now that's a different story. The gravitational forces would combine, creating a tug-of-war on Earth's waters. Hold on to your swim trunks. The tides would become much more extreme, with higher highs and lower lows. Beach days would be a lot more unpredictable, and surfers might find themselves in a whole new world of waves. We'd be talking about massive, unpredictable tides. Coastal areas would experience significant changes, with some regions seeing flooding, while others might find new stretches of beach exposed. Imagine waves crashing over skyscrapers, surfers riding tsunamis. Okay, maybe not that extreme, but you get the picture. The power of the ocean would be on full display, and our relationship with the sea would have to adapt. Coastal cities would need some serious infrastructure upgrades, maybe even floating buildings. Engineers and architects would have to rethink how we build near the water, incorporating new technologies to withstand the changing tides. Can you imagine the real estate prices? Beachfront properties would become even more desirable, but also riskier. Insurance rates would skyrocket, and only the bravest or wealthiest would dare to live so close to the ever-changing shoreline. Now, let's talk about the night sky. Imagine looking up and seeing not just one, but two moons shining brightly. The night sky, as we know it, would be transformed into something almost otherworldly. The familiar constellations would be harder to spot, and the overall ambience of the night would change dramatically. With two moons illuminating the darkness, nights wouldn't be as dark. The additional light would cast longer shadows and create a surreal landscape, almost like a scene from a fantasy novel. The extra brightness might make it easier to navigate at night, but it would also mean fewer opportunities to experience the deep, dark night sky that many of us find so enchanting. That might sound romantic at first, but think about the implications. The increased light pollution could affect nocturnal wildlife, disrupting their natural behaviors and ecosystems. Plants that rely on the darkness to regulate their growth cycles might also be impacted. The night sky would no longer be a refuge of darkness and mystery. Stargazing would become a whole new challenge. Amateur astronomers and casual stargazers alike would find it difficult to see the stars and planets that are currently visible. The two moons would dominate the sky, making it harder to spot celestial events like meteor showers or the faint glow of distant galaxies. Forget about spotting faint constellations. You'd be lucky to find the Big Dipper with all that lunar glare. The increased brightness would wash out the fainter stars, making it a real challenge to identify even the most well-known constellations. This could be particularly frustrating for those who enjoy the quiet pastime of stargazing. Astronomers would need to adjust their telescopes and techniques. The additional light from the second moon would require new methods for observing the night sky. Specialized filters and advanced technology might become necessary to block out the extra light and focus on the stars and planets beyond. On the plus side, imagine the incredible moonrises and moonsets we'd witness. The sight of two moons rising and setting could be a breathtaking spectacle, offering new opportunities for photographers and artists to capture the beauty of the night sky. The dual moonlight could create stunning visual effects, casting a magical glow over the landscape, two for the price of one. The dual moons would provide double the inspiration for those who find beauty and wonder in the night sky. The poetic and artistic possibilities are endless, with each moon offering its own unique charm and allure. And for all the poets and songwriters out there, you'd have double the inspiration for your moonlit musings. The presence of two moons could lead to a renaissance of moon-themed art and literature, with new stories, songs, and poems celebrating the unique beauty of a twin moon night. Just imagine the love songs. The romantic potential of two moons lighting up the night sky is immense. Couples could find new meaning in moonlit walks and shared moments under the dual lunar glow, creating memories that are as unique as the night sky itself. Speaking of celestial shows, let's talk eclipses. With two moons in the picture, eclipses would become a more frequent spectacle. We'd have lunar eclipses where one moon blocks the sunlight from reaching the other, and solar eclipses where both moons decide to have a go at photobombing the sun. Can you imagine the chaos? People would be freaking out, thinking it's the end of the world, while others are busy taking selfies with their eclipse glasses. And speaking of eclipse glasses, we'd need a serious upgrade, maybe something with a double lens or a built-in sunshade. Chapter 4, Calendar Chaos. Our calendar as it stands is intricately linked to the moon's cycles. But throw a second moon into the mix and things would get messy. Would we have to redefine what a month is? Would we have a lunar year based on both moon cycles? Imagine the confusion. We might end up with a 24-month year. Or maybe we'd have to come up with entirely new names for the months. Moontember, anyone? And don't even get me started on the astrologers. They'd have a field day trying to decipher the complex influences of two moons on our zodiac signs. Chapter 5, Gravity Games. But hold on, because we're not done yet. The addition of a second moon wouldn't just affect the tides and our calendars. It could also mess with Earth's rotation and axial tilt. Now, I'm not saying we'd suddenly start spinning like a top, but even slight changes could have significant consequences. We might experience longer days or shorter years, or the seasons might become completely unpredictable. Imagine having summer in January and winter in July. Farmers would be utterly confused, and weather forecasters would probably just give up and start predicting the lottery numbers instead. Now, let's not forget about the two moons themselves. Their relationship wouldn't just be a celestial dance. It would be a gravitational tug-of-war. Depending on their sizes, masses, and orbits, they could either coexist peacefully or engage in a cosmic battle for dominance. Imagine the headlines, Moon 1 and Moon 2 caught in a gravitational standoff, or moon collision imminent, Earth in the crosshairs. It sounds like something straight out of a science fiction movie, but hey, with two moons, anything is possible. Throughout history, the moon has been a source of wonder, inspiration, and even fear. It's been the subject of countless myths, legends, and works of art. Now imagine the cultural impact of having two moons. We'd probably have twice the number of werewolf movies, for starters. And what about the folklore? Instead of a man on the moon, we might have a whole lunar family up there. Artists would have a field day capturing the beauty of two moons in their paintings. And musicians would compose symphonies inspired by their celestial dance. Finally, let's talk about space exploration. A second moon would undoubtedly become a prime target for scientific study and exploration. Imagine the possibilities. We could build lunar bases on both moons, mine them for resources, and maybe even use them as stepping stones for further space travel. Of course, this would also lead to a whole new set of challenges and ethical dilemmas. Who owns the second moon? What are the environmental impacts of lunar mining? These are questions we'd need to answer as we venture further into the cosmos. So there you have it, folks, a glimpse into what our world might be like if Earth had two moons. Imagine the nights bathed in the glow of not one but two moons. The tides would be different, the night sky would be a spectacle, and our calendars might have evolved in fascinating ways to accommodate the extra lunar cycle. It's a mind-boggling thought experiment that highlights the delicate balance of our planet and the universe's endless capacity for wonder. The gravitational pull of two moons would create a complex dance affecting everything from ocean tides to animal behaviors. The night sky, already a canvas of stars, would be even more mesmerizing with two moons casting their light. While the reality of two moons might be more chaotic than romantic, it's a reminder that our universe is full of surprises and we're just scratching the surface of its mysteries. The additional gravitational forces could lead to more frequent natural phenomena like eclipses and perhaps even more dramatic weather patterns. The very idea pushes us to think beyond our current understanding and appreciate the complexity of celestial mechanics. For now, let's appreciate the simple elegance of our single solitary moon. Its phases have guided humanity for millennia, influencing everything from agriculture to art. The moon has been a constant companion. Its cycles a reliable rhythm in the vast expanse of space. Its beauty and mystery have inspired countless myths, poems, and songs. Who knows what the future holds? As we continue to explore space, we may discover new moons around other planets or even find ways to create artificial satellites that mimic the effects of a second moon. The possibilities are as endless as the universe itself. Our curiosity drives us to look up and wonder, to dream of what could be. Maybe one day we'll find ourselves gazing up at a night sky illuminated by two celestial companions. Until then, let's cherish the moon we have, a beacon of light in the darkness, a symbol of the unknown and a reminder of the endless possibilities that lie beyond our world.